Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today because it's been really hard for me to keep this to myself. So I have the newest launch from House of Sillage, the second perfume in their Whispers of the Garden Noir collection. And I cannot wait to tell you more about this. So stay tuned for that. As you know, if you are a regular here, my name is Greta. I do love luxury and perfume. So if that's something that interests you, of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Or if you find yourself constantly watching my videos but have not subscribed yet, please do hit that button. It does help the analytics for me. It helps my channel grow and it helps YouTube see that people like the videos and puts it in more feeds. So thank you for that. But guys, this, holy cow. Okay, this has been a really hard secret to keep. So they came out with House of Sillage, the second perfume. So as you know, there was the Whispers of Truth, which is from the Whispers in the Garden collection. That had the flanker Whispers of Truth Noir, which kicked off this collection. And now we have the first one. Now, Whispers of Truth and Whispers of Truth Noir are usually priced higher because they have more Swarovski crystals. They're diamond cut Swarovski crystals in their packaging there, so they're usually priced more. Oh my goodness. And look at this. They are going crazy with the rose petals again here. Like, I'm loving this. It's hard for me. And I mean, the beautiful Nicole Mather in this beautiful, like, cinnamon red outfit that matches the perfume. She's so gorgeous, isn't she? She's incredible. She's the CEO and models for them. Like, hello, Wonder Woman. Yeah, so this one is, again, like, this whole collection, I just love this because they had a very, like, girly collection before with the signature and then Whispers in the Garden, and they've just kind of really like took a tack and just like went into this sultry mode of really more like nighttime fragrances, definitely way more unisex than their other fragrances. This is just anyone that's really into niche fragrances. And I'll go into some comparisons too, so you can get the idea of if you like those types of fragrances, if you like this. But I really love this collection because it's just definitely my cup of tea. And anyone that's into some of these niche brands is really gonna like it. It does get shipped to you in exquisite packaging, which I really do appreciate. I love that they have never skimped on that luxury. But we have this incredible box that opens up not only this way, they have the foam protective here, but also here. So it's displayed gorgeous. Always comes with a beautiful cloth to be able to polish any fingerprints off, as well as a little card certifying that you have an official House of Sillage fragrance here. They are shaped like cupcakes. They're known as the cupcakes. And they have these gorgeous diamond cut Swarovski crystals on here. Did you see that? So stunning. Again, this is not as many as the Whispers of Truth. These are over 100 hand-placed diamond cut crystals. Whereas I think it's closer to 400 on the Whispers of Truth. So we have it in red enamel, 18 karat gold, the Swarovski crystals, and this is a red glass from France that is hand polished. I mean, if you have the eye for the packaging, you'll notice you'll never see seams on here. There's no seams on the glass, which is indication of less expensive. There's a lot of things that I start to take for granted that I spot, but you can see like this beveling here to really make it like a cupcake. I mean, this is just, it's a little bit of an ombre effect in that glass as well. It's all made in France. And the concentrate is 20% on here. Incredible packaging, and they're atomizers. Let's see if you can see that. Let me go over here. You can see that little puff that it makes. It's beautiful. This is 75 milliliters, these cupcakes. And the pricing is $3.60, just like all their other cupcakes. And it is right now only for sale on the House of Sillage website. I will put a link below to the House of Sillage. I do appreciate when you use it because for tracking purposes, it lets them know that you found out about it through me. This came out today, July 9th. I'm trying to get this uploaded for you to be out there on the 9th for you. So that's when this is for sale. And again, only on the House of Sillage site. The notes on this are top notes of black currant, which if you've been watching my videos, I have like a love affair with black currant right now. I'm noticing all the fragrances that I'm really drawn to have black currant in them. And if you watched my summer night fragrances, a lot of them had black currant. And I couldn't tell you, but this was one of them. This was also in my what I wore a lot lately because I really loved it. Black currant, plum nectar, and cardamom in the top. The middle notes are saffron flower, rose petals, and night blooming jasmine in a base of suede, Australian sandalwood, and oud vapor. I will say that when you first spray this, you do get like suede in there because it's not a like heavy, bold, overtakes you kind of suede in there. But it's definitely there and gives that texture and gives that feistiness a little bit. Gosh. But you're also getting the top notes of those fruits, right? Of the plum and the red currant that gives it that like jammy suede kind of smell to it. Gosh. As it dries down, and it goes through stages, like a lot of really good niche fragrances, it's not linear. This definitely goes through a process and I think is amazing on warm skin. Like I took this baby for a ride on my treadmill too, just to open this up and really see what would happen if I were to wear this in the summer heat, right? Like what'll happen if I'm really, like my body's warm. And I loved it. So now my secret's out. I was comparing this with another fragrance on the treadmill and took them both for a ride to see some contrasts and similarities. You definitely get, after like an hour, you start to see, or maybe 45 minutes, you start to see the rose and the jasmine come through and really show the more gentle side of this fragrance, that it really is a sexy fragrance, not like, this isn't bam bam coming to hit you over the head, right, with some leather and oud. It's really got that gentle sensuality to it while also having that strength. Oh gosh. The sandalwood keeps it a little creamy. Now I have heard from other people, as well as even House of Sillage, like a cooling thing. I don't get that personally. I do think of more like maybe more menthol like fragrances or even juniper berry to be more cooling. I don't find it smoky or the cooling thing. I think it's spices that can be cooling. Like cardamom to me can be cooling in the heat. Juniper berry can be cooling in the heat. Saffron is funny. It kind of like to me works year round. But I don't get smoky from it. I get that labdanum leatheriness, which I really like. And I get like that fruity, jammy oud in here because we have that blackcurrant along with the plum. And I'm really, really loving this. It leaves a gorgeous sillage. This one lasts forever. Like most of the House of Sillage last really, really well. This one does wane. I do see this one go through like chapters on the fragrance, and it does open more powerfully with that like suede-like smell with the jamminess, and then you get more of the florals, and it kind of winds down a little bit going through this like twists and turns, but you get that base that comes through. It gets softer with the florals as time goes on. It has a great moderate projection, wonderful sillage. I find House of Sillage, I think they have a great sillage with a lot of their fragrances, which means as you walk, you leave a trail, versus projection means you're sitting still. How far away can you smell it? I find that the projection is a nice, modest thing. You're not gonna bowl the room over when you walk in, but you will certainly leave your memory when you leave. Comparing this to other ones, the two that struck me, and then even looking up the notes, were similar. Now, mind you, notes don't always mean it's gonna smell similar. Case in point, thank you, Francis Kurchian, for pointing it out and schooling everyone with Gentle Fluidity Gold and Silver, where they're the identical notes, different proportions, one's warm, one's cool, and they're polar opposites. So he really schooled everyone on that. So the same notes doesn't mean same fragrance profile. In this case, they're different, but I can say if you like them, you're going to like this. And they're both Xerjoffs. If you're a Xerjoff fan, you're going to like this fragrance. I found it similar to Muse and Soprano. Not identical, but a lot of similarities in the facets that it possesses. So we have the Soprano and Muse. I have this. So what they have in common is a nice bright fruity note. They have a base of like patchoulis and ouds, and they have a leather or a labdanum or a suede in there that also lends to that depth. And then they also have flowers in there. Jasmine in particular, not necessarily the same jasmine, but they have some jasmine in there, and then a rose. Muse does not have rose. But if I tell you, and I'll put down below, so sometimes the visual is better to understand note profiles and what's in common. And I put like the same emoji there if it was the same, if there was like a check mark or a purple heart for the fruit notes, and a black heart for the leather notes, and a brown for like the ouds or patchoulis for those woods. I put so that you could kind of see the parallels going on, just to get an idea that, you know, there's similarities. Definitely not dupes. If you have one, you 100% can have the other. They're not like I've seen fragrances that are really similar. These are not, but they're the same type of scent profile that you're gonna like. It's a jammy fruit. It's got the brightness of the fruit. You have the depth of the oud, and you have those spices in depth. Let's see, Soprano has fruits and lychee, and then it also has, in the middle, it has the Bulgarian rose and the Egyptian jasmine. Also has osmanthus milky. So Soprano is definitely creamy with that milky note and the osmanthus, but it's in a base of agarwood, patchouli, and leather. So you have that similar base with the brightness of the fruit in there. So if you like this, you're gonna like this. And then the Muse has top of the plum also. It has a top of leather, which even though it's not a top note in here, you do get it at the opening, that leather or suede with white flowers. Now Muse opens more floral. And then you have the middle notes of jasmine, labdanum, and davana in here, in a base of raspberry, again, that bright fruit, along with patchouli, benzoin, and amber. So you can see like the types of notes and the vibe that you're getting is very similar in all three, to give you kind of an idea for your brain to wrap around what this might smell like, just to give you that general concept. I think those two are great examples. And actually like wearing this helped me appreciate Muse more, because I gave Muse a longer chance, wore it longer, and really saw what it was capable of and started to like it because of this. Whereas, man, it's good. It's a jammy, leathery floral. The floral like takes some time on here to come through. Ah, gosh. Layering. Alex at House of Sillage gave an amazing tip on this. I know a lot of you have Passion de l'Amour at home. He recommended layering this underneath to give it that base with this on the top. I've not done it, but I'm going to do it with you now. Now, to let you know what Passion de l'Amour is, it's more of like a caramel oud floral. It has top of raspberry, saffron, bergamot, so again, similar. Middle notes of raspberry, amorous, lily of the valley. I'm not a huge lily of the valley fan. It's a little like a watery floral to me. In a base of agarwood, oud, vanilla, patchouli, and liatris. And I do not remember what liatris is. So I'm going to try this with you. I know this is wildly popular with other people. I didn't fall head over heels for this one like I did some of the other House of Sillages. I really, wow. Wow. He's right. Game over. Game over. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this is adding a caramelized aspect to it, but not a burnt caramelized. This is a creamy, soft caramel, a liquid caramel note over this. Holy camole. Okay, you have the fruits still going on in there. You have that liquid fountain of caramel. You have that sandalwood and patchouli giving that depth to it. I don't really get that suede anymore. Holy cow. All right, Alex, you win the award for best layering combination ever in my life. Okay, yep, done. I'm not wearing anything else but this now. Holy cow. Okay, so because I have loved this so much, and if you don't know by now, if you haven't been watching my channel for very long, when I love something, I love to share. I love to share what I love, and I want you to enjoy it also. That's where I get joy. I get joy from sharing. So I did send a small decant of this to 2 other influencers that I know didn't receive it, that I think would really like it. Lalita Beauty, I did send her decant. She does not get their PR, but I think she's really gonna love this. And then Chris from the Perfume Nest, who has a little bit different taste than me. We have probably 85% similar fragrance taste. So, and I really, really enjoy Chris. I think she's wonderful if you're not watching her. So I really wanted to see her take on it because I kind of wanted the different opinion. I wanted to see from another perspective. And then 2 subscribers that bought from my declutter video, I popped in there little samples of the House of Sillage Whispers of Truth Noir and this one. So you have 2 little decants coming in there for you. I really do want to hear your opinion on it because I really think you're gonna like this. So I want you to try it because it's expensive, right? And it's not easy to try these. So I'm really happy to share with you because I want you to like it like I do. And if you have Passion de l'Amour at home, dude, now I wish I had put this in there as well. I wish I had known about that combo. I would have put a little dollop of this in the package as well. Holy cow. Yeah, that's good. So, you know that this caramel, adding this caramel sweetness to it kind of brings it closer to this, to Soprano by Zerjak, because this really keeps that lychee and raspberry bright sweetness in there, and it has the creamy notes in there, the milky notes, where this has a little bit of that creaminess and milky. It's not milk note like that's milk note, but it's a creamy caramel. So it gets it a little closer to soprano. Not identical here, but I made sure like the mail didn't, the ones that I sent this to, the mail was not going to arrive before the launch. I was very careful about that. So you'll be getting it like in the next 1 to 3 days. But I think I wore this in public, but not true public. So I can't say about compliments. I did have a few people smell it and they really, really enjoyed it, men and women. Every fragrance is unisex. You know me, I'm the first person to tell you when something leans feminine or masculine because I'm just more traditional in liking feminine fragrances. This is 100% unisex. Smells amazing on a man and a woman. I think the chemistry will pronounce different notes perhaps. This is really good. Blind by Worthy. If you like those Xerjoffs, 100% Blind by Worthy. If all these fragrances that I've mentioned to kind of give you that idea, if those are the types of fragrances you enjoy. There is that suede in the beginning, so you have to be okay with a little bit. If you know me, you know I'm not huge on suedes and leathers and tobaccos. I'm very particular because they can go wild on me. They can really take over and drown things out. So I'm going to say it is a modest amount of that suede. It's stronger in the first 10 minutes and then tempers. But you need to be okay with just a little bit of it. Just a little bit to kind of give it that feisty, sexy nighttime bit. Yeah, it's a love, guys. It's a love. So let me know if you're planning on getting this and what your thoughts are, and if you have Passion de l'Amour, make this is like this is magic. Okay, I can't wait to see the rest of this collection. Like, they are hitting it out of the park with this whole new category for this collection, and it's really hitting the niche people that like the type of fragrances that we really, really like and that are popular with us, right? But they're different, yet they're different. They're not a Me Too fragrance. They're the types of fragrances we like without being Me Too. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of this collection and what they spin off of it. I'm really hoping that they do some lipstick cases with it too, because their lipsticks are bomb. Yes, their lipsticks are like lip balm, yet last like a lip stain. Like, it's magic. I don't know how they do it. It's magic. So if you haven't tried them, they're really worth the money, trust me. Anyway, I can't wait to see what else they have coming out because this is amazing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.